Today on Helping Others, Miss Newkirk will be interviewing Mr. Peterson. Let's listen.
Welcome back, friends. We are back for another Helping Others video. We're working really hard on identifying the adults in our school corporation. So not only people in our school, but we also have a lot of people that are part of our school that we see in the building, and we want to recognize them and learn a little bit more about them. So I have a guest today, and your name is?
My name is Steve Peterson.
Okay, so this is Mr. Peterson. Last week we had Mr. Frank, and we have Mr. Peterson, and you guys are in the same building together.
That's correct.
Right. He's the assistant superintendent, and he does lots and lots of things.
Mm-hmm.
We see him in and out of our building, so I hope the next time you guys see him, you guys can wave hello and tell him you saw the video. We're going to ask a couple questions so we can learn a little bit more about him. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So tell us about your job, a little bit about what you do.
So I used to have the best job in the corporation when I was principal. I used to be the principal at the high school.
Okay.
And that was an awesome job. But now the job I have is even more awesome. I work in central office.
Okay.
And one of the things that I love about working in central office is that I get to work with all of the schools.
Okay.
Yep. So basically my job is to help the principals do their jobs, buy things for classrooms, find grants and money and stuff like that. So I get to work with all the schools now.
Okay, I like that. And did you go to college? Right now we're really focusing on our college and destination and career. So I'm sure you've been to a couple colleges.
I've been to quite a few colleges.
And you, yeah, so go ahead and share that.
And I'm still in college.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know this.
Yes, I'm working on my PhD.
Okay.
So
for those who don't know what that is, can you explain it a little bit?
So that is what they call a terminal degree, which means that you have kind of studied it to the point where once you graduate, you get to be called doctor.
Okay, so when will that be?
Probably 2 more years.
And you'll be Dr. Peterson then.
Hopefully, yes.
But you're not the doctor like most of our kids probably would think.
Correct.
Like most of our kids, when we say doctor, there's actually 2 meanings behind that.
Right, that would be a medical doctor.
Yeah, it's not the medical.
I'm not taking your temperature.
It's a much different.
It's
right?
a different kind of doctor.
Yes, cool. Okay, that's very exciting. So where are you? Do you do that online?
So I am doing that at Indiana State University.
Okay.
And that's in Terre Haute. But my first college, not many people know this, but my first college was at Southwestern Michigan College. And I went to school to be an airplane mechanic.
I did not know this.
I know, a lot of people don't know that.
Did you grow up with airplanes? Like what led to that?
I did. I liked airplanes. I was actually born overseas in Scotland.
Fun.
And so I've got to travel a lot, so I've been at airports a lot, and I like airplanes, so I thought that I would like a job working at the airports fixing them.
Okay.
But I wasn't very good at fixing the planes. So I decided I better not do that job, and I worked on becoming a teacher.
Okay.
And then my teaching license came from Indiana University at South Bend.
Okay.
And that's when I became a teacher. And then I became a principal with my master's degree at Indiana State in Terre Haute.
Okay.
And then I became a licensed superintendent with my EDS degree at Indiana State University as well. So I've been at Indiana State University for quite a while.
A long time.
A long time.
Do you have a lot of homework?
Yes, I do.
A lot of reading?
Yes, last year was a lot of math classes with statistics. And I used to teach math. That's what I taught at high school when I first started. So that was fun. But yes, there is a lot of reading and a lot of writing.
But you obviously enjoy it because you continue going to school. You work at a school, you go to school, your life is school.
I think I actually walked out of my house in 1976 to go to school, and every year since I have been going to school.
I love that. Well, I've learned so much about you. That's cool. Now we're going to switch gears. What is your favorite part of being the assistant? I think you might have already answered that part. Your favorite part, or do you have another favorite?
So one of my favorite parts of this job is helping the principals.
Yeah.
You know, when teachers come to the principals and they say, hey, I need this, can we get this? Like the STEAM labs and equipment and robotics and all the things that go into making school. I get to work with grants, and I get to work with the government in order to write grants and find money to buy those things for everybody. So that's my favorite part.
Mm-hmm. And so what is your least favorite part? This has been a hard question for adults to answer.
Yeah, I suppose not finding enough money.
Yeah.
Because, teachers work hard. And they end up buying a lot of stuff themselves, and I wish I could find more money so that we can buy more stuff.
I can see that. I like that. And so we have talked a little bit. I'm going to switch down to the next question. I'm going to skip one. We talked about our jobs and how you kind of just shared. You have favorite parts of your job, least favorite parts, and when we really get into our destination of hobbies and rec, we try to introduce kids to different hobbies, because work or school, for your matter, is not always going to be fun. Right? There are some good things in the end. That's why you continue doing it, or you need a job in order. But what are some things that you do as a hobby that keep you happy and healthy? What are some things that you enjoy?
So besides school, okay, because school is fun.
Yeah.
I'm a big cat lover.
You are?
I am, and I have 2 spoiled cats.
Okay.
At home. I also have a fish tank.
Okay.
That's in my office. So
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can come by and see it, say hi to the fish, and feed them. So I love animals, and being around animals is always fun and rewarding for me.
Okay.
I love playing board games.
Okay.
So Catan, I think, is my favorite.
I was going to ask that. I don't even know what that one is, so I might have to look that up.
Yeah, Catan's my favorite. But I like Risk. I like Monopoly.
The game that never ends.
Yeah, peacefully anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And I also like watching football.
Okay. So you do that like every Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday. Okay. All right. See, I don't even know. And then we talk a lot about ACEs. ACEs are those, as you know, those adults that are, they're your people. They're the people you go to if you have something, or the people you go to that, if you ever need anything. And do you have any ACEs when you were in like 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade that maybe you can reflect on?
So when I was in elementary school, I bounced around a lot of different schools. I think I went to 9 different schools.
Wow.
Before 5th grade.
Wow.
And not only did I go to different schools in the same city, but I went to different schools in different cities, in different states, and even different countries.
Yeah.
So when I look back and, my aces, the ace of hearts, that's going to be my mom. She took care of me. The ace of clubs, being the other caring adult, that would be my 5th grade teacher.
Okay.
Mr. Mosier. I remember him because I had just moved back from Scotland, and so I talked like a Scottish kid would talk, and he was so interested in learning about Scotland, and and so that made me feel special that I got to talk a little bit about what it was like living in Scotland. So Mr. Mosier is my ace of clubs. My ace of spades with the high expectations, that's going to be my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad had a way about him of just looking me in the eye and asking, was this the best you could do? And that kind of formed a sense of, well, I want to say yes to that question.
Right.
So
And here you are still on your path.
Yeah,
so
I'm
maybe
still working at it. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. And in my Ace of Diamonds, this was a hard one for me just because elementary school I bounced around, quite a bit.
Absolutely.
My Ace of Diamonds came to me when I was in high school.
Okay.
Actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in a program very similar to what we have here, the ROTC program.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an officer, Officer Schroeder. And so when I was in high school, I got the chance to lead and, do marching things and, military things. And he saw some potential in me and gave me opportunities to grow. So that's my Ace of Diamonds.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Very cool. And our fun question that's been very fun to listen to adults answer is: you had a dream job. What would you do?
So when I grow up, I think I want to be an astronaut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you interested in space?
Yes, but I'm afraid of heights.
That's going to be a problem.
So I don't know if that's going to work.
Well, yeah, that might not work.
Yeah, it might not. Maybe an airplane pilot. They don't go up so high.
Well, and you have an interest in that.
I do.
And there is a shortage of pilots in our country.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is a shortage. So this has been so fun. So I hope that next time you see Mr. Peterson in our halls, you can just acknowledge him and say hello. We've learned a little bit. I'm sure staff watching have also learned something about you too. So it's been really fun learning about different adults. So we're going to try again next week. Bye, guys. See ya.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.